to 11/11/2022. You did it. You're here. You're aware. You're conscious. You're watching this video. Welcome to The Experience Podcast. My name is Neil. I am a multi-dimensional spiritual being that's having this human experience. And as of right now, this music is going to continue. And this is a live stream. And I have full intentions of eating some papayas while people are still joining. And we'll continue with this moment. So my only job here right now is to stay out of the way and just allow the universe, allow God to express through me. And what gets in the way of that is the ego. It's the thoughts, it's our negative belief patterns that we're programmed with. It begins within the womb, and then it continues throughout all our life. And so, like, for example, papaya that I was just eating, papaya is a medicine, and our food has the potential to do that for us, like sustain us and be the medicine. So, the papaya, like the entire plant, like so the skin of the papaya has medicinal value, as well as the leaves of the papaya. So it's very interesting and amazing the value that our food has the potential to offer us. So, continuing, this video is for harm reduction, education, and entertainment purposes. Before the filming of this video, probably a half hour prior to, I microdosed San Pedro, approximately 1 gram, as well as a microdose, maybe a quarter of an eighth of penis envy mushroom. So that was a half hour before the filming of this video. And I very much feel the effects. So be sure and stay tuned for the entirety. And this has the potential to be what it be. So earlier today, like we have this greenhouse where I'm staying at, and right now in this moment, I want to express gratitude for that greenhouse. I want to express gratitude for the papaya, the food I just ate. I want to express gratitude for having a satisfied stomach and having a roof over my head and clothes to wear. I want to give thanks for health and for connection and for being and living in nature every day. So, thank you, universe. And in this greenhouse that's here, there's these beds, there's 10 of them, and some of them are like foot-high beds, and some of them are 4-foot-high beds. 5 of them are foot-high beds, and 5 of them are taller. And we had this lady that was observing our plants, and we were looking at them, and she had this idea of increasing the space in this greenhouse by essentially we could have used pots, and we have all this extra metal and wood here on the property that we actually built our own planters, and these planters are 3 foot long by like 2 foot wide, and we lined the perimeter of this greenhouse with these planters. And so it increased how we're going to be able to produce food by approximately 15 to 20%, as well as it gave us the option to now give custom-made planters to various like homeowners here in the community, and this has the potential to extend beyond the community. And these custom-made planters have whatever you want in them. They're custom-made, so when the custom part is in the choosing of the plants. So, for example, like the one we put together had kale plants on the 2 kale plants on the side, as well as a bell pepper plant in the middle of the kale plants, and then a squash in the very center of the planter, and then a cilantro in front of the squash, as well as arugula and chard in a hedge at the front of the box. So this is a fun project that has been going on and that I've been assisting with. And during this project, what became apparent and what we started conversating about was forgiveness, because there had been like things coming up, and this wasn't just during the time of the construction of these planters. There were other scenarios and situations, but because we were in a close proximity and connecting, we had this conversation come up about forgiveness. And interestingly, forgiveness was a distinction in the visionary leadership program, and I wrote an essay for that. And so right now I intend to read this essay and express it. This is a form of self-expression and inspiration. So here it is. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is an inside job. Forgiveness begins and ends with the individual. There is no other to forgive. We are one, and with the remembering of our innate connected nature, we have the ability to view forgiveness from a real perspective. There is only one, so there is no other to forgive. When we forgive another person, we have forgiven ourselves. When we begin to forgive ourselves, we naturally continue to increase our level of self-care. Remembering that when we take care of ourselves, we are taking care of the whole. From another awakening of individual that's observing you, the entity sees you as oneness, a unique creative expression of itself, looking at itself, marveling at the connection and the perceived individuality. Forgiveness is releasing your judgment on your health, it's on your wealth, happiness, relationships, environment, your pets, your social circle, and any and all judgments that you create and any and all judgments that your creative and crafty ego mind can bubble up to the surface. This is a release. Talking about forgiveness. A visceral release of judgmental, emotional energy. This energy can express itself in the form of shouting, dancing, yelling, singing, punching, and many other wonderful and dynamic ways that energy moves through our body. This can be a strange and difficult as well as beautiful experience, as well as being overall new. For this reason of being new and dynamic and visceral, many entities choose to not forgive. And not forgiving then shows up as stored potential energy that's in the body that negatively impacts our physical vehicles on a cellular level. You got this. Choose to decide to live with a forgiveness way of being now. There is nothing to forgive now because everything is already forgiven. Forgiveness is freedom. Freedom to take responsibility. Forgiveness is achieved through having an internal state of compassion. Through compassion, which is, in quotes, putting yourself in another person's shoes, forgiveness flows naturally. A creek of compassion flowing from an innate spring. The wellspring of life, the source, love, the place of origin. Now that love is the only thing that exists, and love is the birthplace of compassion from which forgiveness is birthed, we now have a blank slate, a clean sheet of paper, a blank slate of infinite potential from which to co-create forgiveness. So I would love to hear your thoughts on forgiveness in the comments. So be sure and comment in the comment section and share your thoughts, share your insights on forgiveness. And right now in this moment, I want to invite you to participate in a meditation. And this meditation, I would like to set an intention, and so right now the music is going to change up. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in, let it all go. The intention for this meditation is for people, for entities to remember their true innate nature, the God within. The body is the temple. The God resides within the temple. The intention of this meditation is for expressing gratitude. Gratitude to those who came before, and gratitude for the ones who are here, and gratitude for our sons and daughters, for our grandchildren, for the ones that come after, for the seventh generation. Gratitude and compassion is now in this space. I invite you to close your eyes and envision golden light radiating from your heart and connecting from your heart to every other person's heart on this planet. Connecting together, remembering, and continuing to awaken. Awaken to what? Awaken to love is all there is. You're invited to close your eyes. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Love. Thank you, Ascended Masters. Thank you to any and all heavenly beings that attended this practice. Thank you, angels. Thank you for blessing our collective chi channel as appropriate. Thank you for opening our hearts and minds. I love you and I appreciate you. And remember to stay infinitely blessed.